So it's day 25.
No.
Someone getting sad that we're running out of days.
Yes.
But we've still got a week and a half left. So, we're at SeaWorld today. Apparently it's really quiet, so we should hopefully be able to get around most things. The journey to Atlantis is closed apparently, which is a shame. But the first port of call, because it's late in the morning and neither of us have eaten yet, and I went for a run this morning, is food, because absolutely Hank Marvin. So
yeah, gonna go see some dolphins and some orcas and some manatees.
And we're gonna ride some roller coasters. Roller coasters.
Mark's gonna get annoyed at having to put his bag in lockers and with his camera. So yeah, it's gonna be a lovely day.
Be a good day. Well, first port of call, food, as always.
Always for us, food.
Yeah. So I wasn't going to get sweet treats until we got proper food, but look at the size of that for a peanut butter cup. It's proper heavy, that is. I think I'm not going to need food after this.
Well, I'll get me a pizza.
I'll have some meals. No, I'll probably still have food.
Alright, Will. Pretty teeth.
What?
Jesus, look at that.
I need more peanut butter.
Yes.
It's a little hard.
Well, give it a minute in the Florida heat, it won't be.
The chocolate to peanut butter ratio is a bit disappointing. But it's a peanut butter cup, you can't go wrong.
What are you? Nancy.
On our quest to find food, we have actually found Manta, so we're going to do that while we're here. So we didn't go on the Manta straight away because you have to rent a locker for $2 for 2 hours. So we figured we'd get food first and then rent a locker and try and get on as many roller coasters as we can in the 2 hours. So we've come to the Lakeside Grill. And we're just going to share a bacon cheeseburger and lettuce fries. There we go. It looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it looks like it's an alright burger.
The bun looks alright for a gluten-free bun.
Feels a bit cold.
Is it dense?
It probably is, yes.
Is it going to? The question is, does it fall apart when you pick it up?
Yes, it will, absolutely.
So we just finished food, and that was honestly terrible. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 2 because it was edible, but only just.
It was the classic gluten-free burger bun.
It wasn't just that. It was the chips were cold, the burger was cold, the bun was crap. But as you said, that's because it's gluten-free.
Yeah, but it was particularly bad for gluten-free.
It was particularly bad for gluten-free standards. It was just terrible. If you come to SeaWorld, don't go to see Lakeside Grill because it was honestly. We've been out the country already now for 5 weeks. We've eaten a lot of places, and it was genuinely, by far, not even by a slight margin, the worst place I've eaten. So just avoid. But we're going to go do enough of that. We're going to go do Manta now. We're going to rent a locker and go do a couple of roller coasters. Hop inside my mouth if you want to live. Name the film. Name the film.
Dory, Nemo.
Finding Nemo. When they find Marlin and Dory, and with the seagulls, it's like jump inside my mouth if you want to live.
I thought you were going to tell me it was a flamingo.
It is a flamingo. Look, see how it stood on one leg. It is. It's a flamingo.
It's stood on 2 legs.
She thinks they're all flamingos. So we're back at Manta. We've put our stuff in the locker for a couple of hours, so we're going to run around and do a couple of the roller coasters. You ready?
Let's do this.
Some little fishes in the queue. We can see a hammerhead. There's another hammerhead. Oh, stingray. No, it's not a stingray. It's flat though. They're big. They are. Look at that. That's a stingray. Hello, little buddy. lots of stingrays. You ready?
I think so.
Let's do it. You in? It sounds like you're in. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
My arm's very short.
If you don't Superman, you didn't do it.
My arms are really short for it.
Here we go!
Here we go!
Hold on, hold on, are you ready? Are you ready? Scream if you want to go faster! Oh. Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! That was awesome! Whoa, here we go again! Superman! I'm doing it! Here we go! Oh, I got wet! I got wet! Hello! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I got wet. You get really close to everything. I felt like it feels like you're gonna hit shit. That was.
I was so confused. I was like, the right way round, but upside down, but loop to loop. What was I?
That bit where you go up, where you go up, yeah, where you end up on your back. That was really good. We're doing that again later. I got wet feet though. And we're back. Did you enjoy that, baby?
Yes, that was good. That was confusing.
Has that set the bar?
Although I have to say,
Set the bar for the day?
yeah, I think the worst bit
Was when you go upside down?
No, it was when you first go up to that first to be let get down and you go up and there's nothing.
I thought the worst bit was when it put you on your back.
Yeah. No, I actually thought it was the raising you up slowly.
You're used to being on your back, dog. Well, anyway, should we do Kraken next? Kraken next. There she is, the Kraken. Now I have high hopes of this one because I did this one as a child. I say as a child, as a teenager, like 20 odd something years ago, which one shows my age, but two, I have fond memories
of the
roller coaster. Yeah, so hopefully this one's going to be good.
A lot of maintenance.
Yes. So fingers crossed this is good. Manta was new for me, this one is not. So let's see. Put mine in as well. Can you not reach? You got it? Small people problems.
T-Rex arms again.
Right, switch this round. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, we'll do that one next. Look at that. Yeah, let's see the whole bar. Yeah. You ready? That's high, that is. That is well high. You'd be rubbish if you were scared of heights. You ready?
Oh,
here we go. Oh! Oh! Whoa! coming up. Here we go. Whoa. Is that it? I think that's it. We survived.
Yes.
That was good. Couple of high-pitched screams, loud screams, just for dramatic effect. Not that it needed it.
And wait for instructions.
That was good.
Thank you.
Oh, should we?
As you remembered it?
It was as good as I remember it. Should we do it again?
Yeah.
We'll do it again. That was awesome. That was as good as I remember it 20 years ago.
Oh, you're old fart.
I know, getting old. Almost.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to say. Yeah, so we're going to do that again. Take two.
We might as well, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that again and then we'll go over to Mako, which we can just see going around over there. I don't know whether you can see it. There it is. But yeah, let's go.
I knew there was a...
Take two. Are you ready for this one?
Yes. Let's get this done. I just know that these ones are different to the other places because these ones just seem to be like fire.
So bad further back because I can't see the front and I can't see how high we actually are. Not really, there's stuff all in the way. I mean, now I can see where we are. Oh, here we go. You ready? You ready? You ready? Wrong bit. There we go. Whoa. Here we go again. One. Oh wait, we're over. Oh no, wait, it's definitely done now. It's definitely done now. Was that good?
Please remain seated until the coaster comes to
That was rubbish.
inside the
Didn't scream or anything.
fasten your seatbelt and wait for instructions from the attendant. Thank you.
Right, that's Kraken done. Should we go do Mako? We're going to go do Mako. Here we are. Mako. You are the Mako. Use the senses to locate the injured fish. Hearing, listen up. Struggling fish swim differently. Sharks hear these low frequency sounds from great distances. Target 5 miles away. So don't struggle. There was a walk on even for front row. Look, it's empty. Dead. Are you ready? Alright, let's rock and roll. Oh, that's quite the bucket seat. That's quite the bucket seat. Strap down. Yeah. I'm going to flip this round and view the front for this ride, and then I'll do another one of us after. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that looks fun. Oh, wow. 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 Oh. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Wow, that's steep. pull up hard. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Oh, there we go again. Woohoo!
I thought we were done then.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa! More flamingos!
That was okay. That was a bit freaky there, but that's okay.
That was alright.
Stop.
It's alright, it's over now.
Stop it.
One way of doing it. Oh no. We're going round again, we just went straight back on. Up on one row, back onto the other. No way, no queue. Here we go.
I'm not a big fan of this bit though.
No.
Good at the front though, but I'm glad I'm a bit further this time.
Are you ready, baby?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Shall I scream again? Shall I scream again?
I think you might have to.
I might have to, yeah.
You got a choice. You are going to.
I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm starting to lose my voice, but I'm going to do it. It's nice views. Wow, chuffing out! Whoa! Oh, here we go again. Flamingos! Woohoo! Oh.
Yeah, you get properly like.
I feel like you get, yeah, it's Mako, for the record, is better at the back.
It's more terrifying on that front one.
Yeah.
You don't know how far over you're going, and you're like, wait a minute. But then, yeah, you get proper.
Yeah, the first drop's better at the front, but the rest of the ride's better at the back. Definitely. But that's Mako done twice. Should we go back and do Manta one more time? And then it's time for fishes. Fishes! Back again, almost a walk on. First, next ride for us. Baby. Manta take 2 then. You ready? Good, I'm in. Oh, I'm definitely in now. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Super Manta. Oh, here we go, here we go. Arms up, arms up. It's definitely got my weight. Yeah, you can't really put your arms forward, you've got to put your arms down. The shoulder harnesses are in the way. I'm always hanging low. No, this bit's fine. That's not that high.
I suppose the other ones we've been since are higher.
Yeah.
You might as well die in it.
upside down. Whoa! Hair destroyed. Looking like we've been dragged through a bush backwards. All done. If you want to get wet on this one, take the furthest to the right. I got drenched again. All my legs and my feet are wet. I don't know what I was singing then. I need to do my hair again. As do you. So, theme park ride's finished, roller coaster's finished. We're gonna have some ice cream and then we're gonna go check out the fish.
Yeah, fishes and whales and things.
Alright. Oh yes, orca whales are not whales, they're dolphins. In fact, they're orcas. First pit stop for fishes and animals is Antarctica. We're going to see some penguins.
Go see the big penguins.
We're going to see the penguins.
A few stay behind with this anxious young couple. It's late in the breeding season, and their egg is the last to hatch. Time is running out for one little penguin named Puck. But together, we will thrive. Now let us begin our adventure.
Look at all the penguins. They're cool, aren't they?
Actually, they're freezing.
Look at that little guy there. Just stood up there on his own. Arms out like, yeah, and what fam? And what fam? I love the way they waddle, look at that one. It's like you. You waddle like that. So we've got two types of penguins. We've got Gen 2 and Adele. Because these ones, if you ask them, they sing really well and they sing songs about fire in the rain and stuff. Was that a really bad joke? Was that really bad? All the little penguins swimming about. Penguins, alright. Alright, what's his name?
Benedict.
Alright, Benedict.
Penguins.
Penguins. Did you like the penguins?
Yeah.
Should we go find some other cool aquatic animals?
Yes.
Yes. That was cool, but I've got to say, going from what is really cold to Floridian heat is quite jarring and uncomfortable. I haven't felt like this since day one.
Yeah, feels very uncomfortable, yeah.
So next up, Dolphin Show. You gonna watch the dolphins?
We'll discover what makes a dolphin a dolphin and how it might become a part of their amazing story. So let's have some fun! Can't think of a better way to get things started than by introducing you to some of the dolphins we care for every day. That's Starbuck.
Manatee. Manatee. They got little baby manatees. Yes. That's cool. Oh, look, they're kissing, look. Little baby manatees kissing. Yeah.
Why are they called like sea mermaids or something?
Because they're called sea mermaids because I think this is the old tales in the Caribbean of mermaids. It was sailors confusing manatees for mermaids.
I was about to say, does that mean I look like a mermaid? Because I look like a mermaid.
Well, let's zoom out. So we just about made it into the manatees. They'd actually closed, but Claire looks, as she said, suitably pathetic enough
Yep.
that the lady let us in quickly.
I just said I wanted to see a manatee before I go home, and she couldn't turn me down.
So we got
she
to
let
see
us
them.
go in and have a quick look.
Yeah. So
But we couldn't see the turtles, but we'll try and do those.
maybe try that. Maybe try them on Friday if we come back. We might come back on Friday for an hour or two before we head down to Key West. So we're going to go check out the dolphin underwater viewing, and then we're going to start heading over towards the other side of the park for the orcas. Yeah. You're going to swim with these tomorrow? Can you? You're going to swim with some of these tomorrow? Yeah? You're going to pet them and feed them? All the dolphins. Fishies? Dory? She's looking for Nemo? Or is that one Dory? Or is that one Dory? Or is that one Dory? Where's that one, Dory? We just don't know. Do you reckon they're trying to find the way to 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney? Wallaby Way. There you go. Got to see some proper fishes.
About this place is not the fish. It's actually going to be the coral.
Yeah.
It's real, completely real. We have to control so much about it to keep it alive because. The main reason that coral reefs are dying around the world is actually stress. They get stressed out and they die. So we control the light to make sure that they're getting the right amount of light. We have a current going from right here. There's a current right over there as well. And then, like I said, controlling the light as well, because at night, they'll turn off the lights and it's like so cool. You can come in here with like a red light and you won't see any of the fish. They're all going to be hiding and it behaves just like a real coral reef.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, we're like, first time I came in here, it's like, oh, it looks fake. They probably just put it in there for the fish, but no, this is
it's real.
The most vibrant part of the aquarium. It's like real,
Wow.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
It's the backside of the Manta queue. Does that mean it's the backside of water? No? His little face. Almost looks like you, babe.
All our guests and employees. Please remember to wear face.
Look at this little dude. How bright he is. Look, it's the star of the aquarium. Hey, little fella. You know what they say? You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Can you? It's Kabuto. It's Kabuto. What a clown. And I ain't talking about the fish.
Again, what a clown. See if he can stand up. No.
Oh, way too big for that.
Delicate as ever, babe.
Should we go look at some sharks next? Yeah?
Fear and fascination.
Yes. Give me your scared face.
I mean, what if I just want to kind of lollop or run?
Because the stroller's welcome. Well, no strolling. Well, you can stroll. You're going to have to stroll. Go on, give me your best stroll. Strolling. Long before dinosaurs, long before birds, long before humans, there were sharks. Dun dun dun! Oh, well, this is fun. Hey, Pinchy. This is cool. So I remember doing this as a child. This is awesome. This is one of the few memories I've got from 20 odd years ago, which I have a feeling. I'm going to say, unlike the other place, I don't think this is real coral. It doesn't look real. Hey, coral! Got all these clowns hanging around here. And there's another one, look. Hey, little buddy. How are you doing? Look, it's a lionfish. But it doesn't really look like a lion to me. Looks more like a fish. It's flotsam. And I'm going to say that one's jetsam. Where's Ursula? Where is she? She doesn't appear to be in the tank. Got all the sharks to full size. And this one's blind. And I'm not surprised because he didn't draw his eyes on properly. That one's a Pajama Shark. I like that. Pajama. He just chills out in his pajamas and doesn't do much. That middle one kind of looks like me sprawled out on the sofa.
After you're like 12 Pizza Hut in a week.
Yeah, that's going to be me later today. Great white, take a bite out of a shark myth. I said that completely wrong. Great white, take a bite out of shark myths. Big though, look at that. Compared to my hand. You can fit my head in there. You know, I mean, we'd struggle to get yours in. Oh wow, look at this. He's huge. Oh, big sharks. This is the tube I remember from a child. Wow. It's that big. We've got an escalator. We've got a travelator. That's cool. Oh, there's a shark. You wanted to see a shark? There's one. There he is, look. There's another one. Look at that big one up there. Oh yeah. Almost missed him. But he's a big one up there, look. Oh, look at this guy. He's a big one, look at him. He's a big boy, he is. He'd maybe have you for breakfast. Look at him. Huge. Oh wow, look at these. Look at those. Having a kip. Another big one. Lots of sharks. Oh, that's the end of the escalator. Hey dude. He's a big guy.
Step off and continue forward. Please step off.
I've seen the shark.
Did you?
They have big teeth. I'm quite lazy, so yeah.
Your spirit animal. Look at that guy.
Hey, you're odd. Big bugger, aren't you? You think we're going to feed you? Is that where you're going?
Right, last but not least, well, last thing of the day, the Orca Show. Should go watch some whales.
Yeah.
Some dolphins, should I say. Some orcas. They're not whales, even though people call them whales. Killer whales. Let's hope it's a killer show.
And Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale.
My name is Nick. On behalf of the Killer Whale Training Team, I would like to welcome you to Orca Encounter. And now, SeaWorld proudly presents Orca Encounter.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
Stacy's marking that position. Nicely done.